Hi everyone, it's Kylie Smiley. How are you? I'm just oh no, I'm right on time now. I thought I was going to have another minute or so, but I see Glenn. Hi Glenn.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm well. I'm very,
That's
very well.
great. Thanks for joining me today. I really appreciate it. It's great to have you on. So Glenn is the franchisor for BNI team here in Australia on the East Coast. He looks after Southern BNI and the Hunter Valley. So that's Southern Sydney, I should say, and the Hunter Valley. So welcome aboard. There'll be a few other BNIs coming on shortly. And so I believe you just come back from holiday, Glenn. That's great.
Yeah, I did. Had a wonderful holiday, so thanks for asking.
No, that's all right. If I can get you to just mute yourself for now, that'd be great. And if anyone has a question, if you have a question, then just can go to the chat box. If you hover over to the left, you know where that is? It's the little blue box with white lines in it in the top left-hand corner. If you hover your cursor, you should see chat. Glenn, I can still hear you.
Yes. Oh, you can still hear me, can you?
Yeah, so up the top, if you just hover over the mute.
Ah, the mic. Sorry, yeah.
That's okay. Thanks. Excellent. Okay, we'll just about to start. So grab a couple of things here and we'll be ready to go. Okay. Awesome. All right, so look, I know it's not Sunday night, but welcome. I gave you a little bit of reprieve, I guess, for those Valentines who like to celebrate. I had a couple of issues with scheduling, so I apologise if you're ready and raring to go then, but I figured Monday night might be the go. It could actually work out better. So as I said before, I'm just trialling this. We're live. It's live casting. So for those of you who are new to live casting, this is pretty much, it's 8 p.m. on Monday, February the 15th, the day after Valentine's Day. And anything can happen. So also, depending on your internet connection, you could see a little bit of a delay. So it could rectify itself. And again, anything can happen, and it often does. I'm going to spend about 30 minutes or so on the subject at hand, and I'll bring probably Glenn in or anyone else that wants to ask me a question, and let me know if there's anything I can help you with. So I'll introduce myself. My name is Kylie Smiley. I'm from the Mobile Marketing Link, and I'm the founder of Mobile Marketing Link, and I'm sponsored here today by Stampme. Stampme is where technology is finally called time on old paper and plastic loyalty cards. And I'll be going into that a little bit in detail a little later into the program. Today, I'd like to welcome all the new people that are on and welcome back those who have visited us before. This is your connection to real-world small business marketing challenges and solutions so you don't get left behind. There's money there waiting for you. It's on the table. It's ready. There's people waiting to spend with you. And it's really just about understanding how to tap into it. And that's my passion, is really understanding small business and where they're located and what challenges they have, but then providing solutions that are low cost, easy to access, easy to understand, and can step you through the process of understanding how to engage those people who they have the funds, they're ready to spend with you, but the engagement process might be lacking because of technology. So breaking down those technology barriers, honestly, it's, I'm not a tech head. I'm practical. I've common sense. Pretty much most of the time I slip up, and just like anyone, but I'm really passionate about trying to make it easy for you, and a way that you can get cash into your business as quickly as possible. And that's why I focused on mobile and smartphones, and a way that you can connect with each and every customer really quickly and easily without any fuss. So getting to the core of today. So today we're really talking about the aftermath of Valentine's Day. And, I just figured this is a great opportunity to talk about what happens to small business after a big event like Valentine's Day, like Mother's Day, like Easter, like Christmas. All those things I'm seeing lots of businesses, just really struggling, it's much harder for businesses who are located in a street, I've noticed, versus a shopping centre. Obviously, there's lots of marketing dollars that go into shopping centres, and they can draw on, people wherever, they've got big dollars to spend on advertising, so they can draw people in, relatively quickly. However, it's a huge cost. So understanding how small businesses can do it without obviously the big expenses is key. So today I'm going to be sharing a couple of things. Firstly, 2 things to ensure you do in your business when you have a Valentine's Day hangover. So it could be an Easter hangover as well, school holidays hangover. So you've had a nice rush of business, whether you're online or bricks and mortar, and more it's happening online. And it's much easier to handle online, of course. You're not paying the staff. You've got some automation there that takes away a lot of the pressure. And so, we're really going to sort of overcome that deafening silence after that big event. Then I'm going to talk about the one thing and the one focus it's a feature in Stampme that is second to none. And as far as I can find, there's nothing else out there that compares, that does this. As much as some people might feel it's a little intrusive, it's not. All these technology things are, in the first instance, it's fear. So we all go through that fear with technology. There's no need to if you have permission. So everything that I talk about is based on permission from customers to say, no problem, I'm happy to receive marketing. I want to, I know that you offer great value and great quality. So those sorts of things, if you're already doing a great job in your business, looking after your customers, it's just a matter of getting their attention wherever they are, then that's a really simple fix. So stick with me. I'm going to cover off the first lesson. So the first thing that I recommend businesses to do after Valentine's Day or after a big holiday where it's dead quiet, you do have things to do, you've got stock to replenish and all those sorts of things. But the first thing should be really revisiting your database. So if you are collecting, you've done lots of onboarding, you're collecting data, you're collecting customer details, either their email address, mobile number, first name, and physical address even. And ensure that you're across social media and other platforms. But if you have that list, that is going to be one of the things that can save you over the next week or two. And often it's the case where, either you utilize it straight away or you wait. And I've watched this all the time. People wait and they think, okay, it's going to get better tomorrow. It's going to get better. It doesn't. 70% of business, your business, this is what I've been told, should be all about marketing. And it's really hard to do that. I understand. It's super hard. I struggle with that myself. And I'm really trying to action that every day to ensure that I'm marketing myself as well. So if you can do this one thing, just head into your database and send them an email. Thank them. Ask them if they've had a great Valentine's. Ask them what the one special thing that was unexpected that happened to them or that they gave. What was the greatest gift that they've given someone? So those sorts of things are nice. It's a nice thing. It's a good thing to put on social media as well. If you're going to send an email, though, there really needs to be something in it for the customer. So gifting them, give them another reason to come in, provide them with a voucher, or, you don't necessarily have to discount. It's really just about offering them value, add something in that you might have overstock of. So that's not going to cost you, exorbitant amount. So definitely head back to your database, and even head to Facebook. If you haven't already done this, is do a custom audience in Facebook where you're uploading your list, your email list to Facebook. It needs to be fairly large. So if you've got 500 clients or more, that's probably best. They're changing the threshold, I understand, soon. So upload that to a Facebook ad. If you don't have a clue about Facebook ads, that's okay. That's all right. You can certainly, there's plenty of information on the internet, as well as I'm available also if you'd like to contact me about that. So that's a great way to do it, because you're putting the ad right in front of your customers. So when they're in social media, rather than casting a really wide net. Okay, number 2, and this one often gets a giggle from many customers. Whether you have an online plus a bricks and mortar business, or just a bricks and mortar business, you can't really do it with an online business to a major extent, but I say go and do it anyway. Let people know. So this is it. Go for a walk. Get out your comfortable shoes and hop outside your environment and go and meet your business neighbours. Knock on every single business door up and down your street, or in your shopping centre, or wherever it might be that is in your local area. All of those people are going through similar things you are. I guarantee it. And if they're not, well, good. And maybe you can ask them, what they're doing to overcome that as well. So, but this is a fantastic way to get people enthusiastic about your business, find out more about you, meet people who are like-minded, who are going through similar things as you, get them on board your list. That's the one thing. That's a major thing. The people around you and in your local community are your bread and butter when it's low season, when there's nobody around. It's those people that will keep you afloat, just like you will to them. So it encourages a real community feel. It makes you feel good too, to meet your neighbours, to meet other people in business that are around you and get them on board. Okay, take a clipboard, take a notepad, whatever it takes. Take your mobile and jot them down. Ask them permission if it's okay if you send them an offer every now and then, or if you invite them to an event. Create an event out of nowhere and invite them to it. Tell them it'll be in a couple of months and you'll be in touch with them. So, people love events, and they love to come and, okay, half of it's nosy, but they love to come and see you in your business and see what you're doing and see how they can help you. And that's what happens. Often they'll refer people to you and vice versa. So lots can happen from that. Just make sure you get if you can ask for their mobile number and their first name, and or their email address, whatever they're happy to give up. Just make sure that you're asking permission, you're looking them straight in the eyes, and you're telling them what's going to happen, how often you're going to be in contact with them. It's really important. So that's those two. There are a couple of ways that you can overcome Valentine's Day as well. Sending out an SMS to your list if you already have the mobile number is great. And it can just be an extra special reason for them to come in, and it does need to be extra special, but you can entice them to bring a friend for that extra special gift, and that friend might get a coupon, which means that they can come back again after receiving that special gift. So I know that a lot of business owners sort of say, oh, I'm always giving and giving away and giving away and giving away. Well, work out your numbers. Is it working, what you're giving away? Are you seeing return? Are you increasing your onboarding rate? Is your database increasing? Have you done a survey to find out what your customers really want? So that's really important. That can be done for free using SurveyMonkey. So go to surveymonkey.com. You can do a little survey. You can run that through your email, through Facebook, etc. Okay. So the next thing is about Stampme. So Stampme is a loyalty app, and as we know, loyalty is super important. Excuse me a second. Okay. So Stampme loyalty beacons are the focus that I want to have today. And this is a special feature, and they look like this. So let me just make sure that you can see that. Oops, this way. I think we've got it around the right way. There we go. That's probably around backwards. It's looking for me. And it's fairly small. I've shown these before, but if you haven't seen this before, it's a transmitter. It's got a tiny little lithium battery in it, and it receives signal from mobile devices. And it does a very special thing. It really replaces the plastic or the cardboard card that you'd use as a loyalty card with all the stamps on it, or points per purchase. So if you've got a loyalty program already, assess, is it really working for me? How manual do I have to be in that to have a return? What do I need to do? Do I need to, am I receiving the customer's information, or am I waiting to get to have somebody purchase something before I get their details? The beauty about this is you can capture their details before they even make a purchase. You can capture their details through social media. You can capture their details on a bus. You can capture their details on a flyer, in the post, wherever you want. So they don't have to come in. Of course, we want them to come in, but this is a way to capture them when they're not quite ready, but they're giving us permission to market to them wherever they are through this. And this is going to be your goal in the future, now and in the future. It's gold for many right now because they're using it with permission, with the right message, at the right time, to the right people. So it's all about making sure those planets, if you will, are aligned, those marketing planets are aligned, so that you can, get the best return and have, instant sales, instant cash flow. One example, I have a grocer who did home deliveries, and they had started a loyalty club, and they had people opting in through and onboarding through their Facebook page and through signage on their cars and trucks, etc., and on the boxes that they delivered. So they delivered groceries. And they absolutely love this, because what they could do is send an SMS with, to their list, to their loyalty list of around 500 or so they had. And there's no right number, by the way. You can have as many or as little as you like. So they sent out a message and they offered them a fantastic value gift, which was on the basis of how much they spent. So, for example, they might have got 2 kilos of, or 7 mangoes for if they spent $90. But the criteria was that they had an hour to place their order. So you might think, oh gosh, that doesn't give people a lot of time. What if they're having dinner? What if they're doing this? Well, they did it at a time where they noticed Facebook was really, really busy. So lots of mums were who did all the ordering were online. And that was the perfect time to send it, because within the first 30 minutes, they had thousands of dollars of cash in their bank account. Nobody owed them any money. They didn't really have to do a lengthy advert on the radio, in the paper, and wait. They sent it out, and within seconds, I could see people online, and within minutes, people placing orders. that instantaneous reaction, nothing else compares. So that was through SMS, so that's one way. There's also push notification as well, and that's what this little Duvalappy does. It's called a beacon. And the Stampme Loyalty Beacon enables you to get the best out of your loyalty program, truly engage with your customer. So one of the biggest features of this is that you can welcome your customers as they come through the threshold of your business. You can also grab their attention and send them, have an automated notification when they walk by. So this is for people that are already on your loyalty program. So again, they've given permission. Okay, once they come in, then it's like a touch and go scenario. So I'm going to run a video, turn this around so that you can see it. Glenn, if you can't see this or you can't hear me or something's going wrong, can you unmute yourself and give me a holler, please? That would be great. So I'm just going to turn this around now, share my screen. Just bear with me. Here it is. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to turn around and share my screen in YouTube. There we go. And I'm going to play this. Now, there's no sound, which is weird. But the next one, there's a reason. It's because we're waiting for the sound of the phone. So, so just be patient and pretend there's some elevator music going. But here we go. Okay, I'll play this. So it's just going to show you onboarding, redeeming the stamp. So you press the Stampme key and it sees the beacon, and you run the beacon, your phone over the beacon, and it automatically collects this. There we go, there's the ding, success. So, and it has used up a stamp, as you can see, because there were 2 stamps there in the first place. So we're going to do it again to show you. There we go. So automatically it happens. There's no intervention from staff, and you notice it took a few seconds. Whoops. It took a few seconds, and stop this, stop sharing. There we go. And okay, we're back. So it took a few seconds. So that's, whoops, sorry. There we go. That's what happens on live casting. Okay, so as you can see, it uses a stamp, like you just wave it over, but it doesn't happen in 1 second. It happens in a few seconds. So for somebody to come up and go, swipe, 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 I mean, then it just doesn't happen. It doesn't happen as much as you think that that could be something, some sort of security issue. Honestly, it's no more a security issue than having muffins or any sort of food product or a novelty item on the counter. So don't worry about that. In the time that Stampme's been around, which has been a few years, we've got thousands and thousands of people using it, and customers love it because they're in charge. They no longer have to say or have to wait to be asked, you know, can I stamp your card? And they've got a, you know, it's a really, it's almost a, I used to get a weird feeling when I get this card stamped because I didn't ever hear from them outside that. I had to come in and think of them myself. Now, that's okay for some, but for most, they're being attacked by all sorts of advertising everywhere they go. Do you think that your business is going to be the first business they think of every day, all the time? No. So, well, for some possibly, but mostly no. So this is a great way to remind them, hey, don't forget, you've got a stamp. You know, you're in the loyalty club. Come and get more stamps. This is a way you can get your free, whatever it is, the reward that they get after using the stamps. So this beacon is the key, and this is what is so different. And finally, you're getting the details of your customer instead of just handing out a card. and going, oh gosh, I hope I get them back. I hope they come back to me. But what I'm hearing from customers is 9 times out of 10, they're tossing it in the rubbish bin because they don't want to fill their wallet with cards. They don't have to, rifle through things. They do. They want everything on their phone. Even people over 60. Okay, but not all of our mature consumers are, anti-phone. You just need to ask. They're getting a lot more savvy. They're excited to get rewarded. They're the ones that are really grateful. They're the ones that tell everybody when you do something for them and you call them by name. They are fantastic to have as customers. And, once they're loyal to you and you're continually offering them great value and reason to come back, they won't leave you. It's very difficult for them to leave you. So, and for anyone else, it's just part of who we are. So, in saying that, what time have we got now? So we've been a little while. So what we'll do is we might go to Glenn. Glenn, would you like to unmute yourself and see how Glenn's doing? Glenn, how are you doing? You're not asleep yet?
No, I'm not asleep yet. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I know. I don't know.
Great stuff.
Sorry, go ahead.
I've seen the product before. I've seen you demonstrate it before, but I didn't realise all the uses. I'm someone who had lots of loyalty cards, and I do mean I used to collect them wherever I used to go. I had almost a separate wallet for little bit of paper. It was so disheartening though when I lost the wallet, because I felt like I'd lost all that brownie points with all these different. I lost all these freebies. And you're right. No one ever followed me up. It was always up for me to remember. But I do have a quick question for you.
Sure.
What, in your experience, and I know you're an SMS guru, in your experience, what works better on the Stampme device? Is it SMS, or getting an app notification, or even by email? Which sort of works better in that scenario? And what types of businesses? I've just got a gym who's just asked me to help increase them. Could it work for, say, like a gym, they've got their frequent clients that come in, the people that don't come in all that often? How could it work in there?
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for that. Look, I've always been a great rallier for SMS, and there's reason for that. With an app, though, if you've got you've got your list of loyal customers, and they're walking past every other day or whatever it might be, to have that autonomy to receive or to have your business send out a message without your intervention is gold. That's a way you can get your time back. The only thing is that we are starting to get quite used to that little ding, or the little noise that happens when we do get a notification. And I know that I do look at it, but sometimes I'll leave it and look at all of my notifications later. But that's still okay. The one thing about SMS is that it still is the fastest way, because when you get an SMS, that really means, it's been instilled in our psyche to react to it, because it's someone that really wants us, and we just want to please. Most of us just want to please. So as soon as you hear that, or it could be urgent, or somebody desperately needs me, so that SMS, and then you've got email as well, of course, and email is still really important. And again, you need to make sure that it's mobile friendly, meaning that it fits into the screen nicely. It's nice big letters. Make sure that you're increasing your font to about 12 or 13 pitch, so that it's not so difficult to read when it comes through, as long as you've got a paragraph in between each sentence. Anyway, the fastest way still is SMS, but it's important to do all three. It's important to go across all mediums, but out of those three, SMS kills it every time. The notifications are good, but and the thing is, it doesn't cost anything. So notifications are a great alternate to SMS, because SMS will cost the business, per SMS between 12 and 25 cents per SMS sent. Now, for a gym, gyms are fantastic. This is perfect for a gym. So I encourage gyms to have a look at what they're doing already, because 9 times out of 10, all of their customers have a mobile phone, and they are often they already use an app. They might use a fitness app, so they're used to apps. They're used to getting notifications. Many people like to have that, checks and balances to see how many steps they've done, see how many Ks. I think, Glenn, do you use an app for your physical fitness?
I do. I use Strava, or I just started with Strava, but a lot of people know the running that I do through the running app. Yeah.
Right. So with a gym, it's a great way, if you're doing personal training, so you could get appointment reminders, you could get reasons to bring a friend, and the more you personalize it, the better. Often I see gyms that just send out a blanket message and it looks like it's to every man and his dog. You don't want that. It's a really good way to personalize. So if they can do this, they can actually have people coming on as prospects through their social media, through any other advertising outside the gym. So people don't have to come to the gym. It really works well, because now gyms are doing all sorts of different things. They're taking their gym outside. They're doing all sorts of events. So with events, SMS and app notification is key. Having a loyalty club that's under the one banner is key. So the other advantage to this is it works like a directory. So there are other businesses that use Stampme, and other people who are loyal to other businesses that use Stampme, and they often go through the directory. So if they're looking for a gym in the area, they'll look at Stampme, because they're looking for businesses who reward their customers, who look after them, and that's how they feel. That's great for gyms. Does that answer your question?
It does. So it's more of a loyalty club sort of thing. That so not only can you got to think that if all the other Stampme business owners are doing the right thing by their clients, well, then you're going to leverage off all of their databases as well.
Right. Absolutely. Well, you do still have to have permission to market to them. So they have to actually engage that business and press join. So you don't the consumer's not automatically getting everyone's loyalty rewards.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, if you already had a good experience with, say, a coffee shop, and all of a sudden you are looking for a gym and you're already using the loyalty Stampme app, the chances of you then sort of saying, well, I'm already here, I wonder what other businesses are running a loyalty program, I will check out those. Right. Well, you're going to get clients just from them searching.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. I'm sorry, I misunderstood your question. I went off with the pixies for a second. So, no, that's right, absolutely. So why wouldn't you do that? Like, it's not everyone's going to, but the stats are out, and people want to be part of a business and have input into that business. Look at social media; it's a two-way street now. People give their comments, and they love being part of a community. So the more you can involve that, the better. You can integrate social media into Stampme as well. So there's all sorts of fantastic things. We're just, tip of the iceberg on what Stampme can do. But for those businesses, sorry?
What's the weirdest, I mean, you've onboarded a couple of clients now with this. What's the most obscure business that you've come across that has now put Stampme in? I know there's probably several businesses, you can probably rattle off some of those, but what's the one that you sort of went, wow, okay, well, let's see how that goes, and it's actually it's at work?
Probably most recently would be a pest company, pest and termites. So you wouldn't, it's weird, I guess, because you're thinking that a loyalty program or the stamp card really only refers to hospitality and retail businesses and gyms and things like that, but a pest company, they could see it in a couple of ways. They could see that those people going to the gym down the road might look at Stampme for other services and notice them. So for branding, they would see their logo and what they are offering. And they're offering a 20% off their service, and they'll also be integrating their referral program as well into that, which means that someone will get rewarded again for referring their business on. Secondly, they also like the idea of doing joint ventures with other businesses on Stampme. So they might offer someone, they might join up with a coffee shop and offer a customer, free lunch or whatever it might be through, and purchase that service through of the coffee shop, and have that person then, receive. If they do that, if they actually action that service within a certain amount of time, then they receive the gift. So that, I guess that's a little odd to have it.
Yeah, it's a fantastic way of, as your name suggests, local businesses working together to keep their clients and always value add. Come and get your pest thing done. And while you do, go down and have lunch on us or a coffee on us or something like that. It's a great way of working together to keep clients happy. Yeah.
Yes. Just like BNI. Just like BNI working together to help each other's business grow. And it's a great community feel as well. And that's why I always encourage people to get their walking shoes on and get out there and knock on doors and make sure they meet their neighbours, meet all their neighbours in business. It's really important. So thanks for that, Glenn. Really appreciate it. Okay, all right. Well, I think we're just about done. I'll just double check the comments here and have a look. No, we are all clear. If you do have any questions, please make sure that you just send through either Facebook to Mobile Marketing Link, the Mobile Marketing Link page, or to Kylie at mobilemarketinglink.com.au. And please share this with your friends. Make sure that they go to mobilemarketinglink.com.au and they'll get a free marketing assessment as well. If they just leave their details again, that's my little bit of onboarding. The next live cast I'll be doing will be next Sunday night. So if you have any questions or you'd like me to answer them on the live cast, I'm more than happy to do that. If you're really interested in Stampme, please let me know. I'm running an amazing special at the moment. It's more than 50% off, and I encourage you to check it out. So if you want more information, you'd like to have a chat with me about that, please contact me. You can call me on 0416 743 675. That's 0416 743 675, or email me again, Kylie at mobilemarketinglink.com.au. I'm there in Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn. So that does us for the night. Thank you so much. I hope you've recorded My Kitchen Rules or whatever your favourite show is, or you're able to come back to this. Definitely once I leave the broadcast, it'll be on auto replay in YouTube. So I'll share it on Facebook again. It's the same link to you. So the link I used in Facebook will be available to see the recording. Okay. Thank you so much for your attention. I wish you so well in business. Have a profitable week, and please don't hesitate to contact me if you have any questions at all. I'll see you again next week. Kylie Smiley from Mobile Marketing Link. Bye for now.